I sold over 10,000 KDP books in 1 month. The same principles I used, I'm teaching to my students and clients now who are making sales in today's market. And if you're struggling to sell your self-publishing, your KDP books, the chances are it's because you're doing your books backwards. I'm going to show you why and how to fix it so you can start making sales. And if you're a busy professional and you want to make income, second income from your self-publishing, you might want to follow me because this is all I talk about, okay? I'm Jase Perry, by the way. Nice to meet you. Right, so this is when I sold 10,000 books back in 2024. It was Christmas, of course. Book sales went crazy. I think I was doing like a couple of grand a month at one point. And, a couple of grand a day. Now, this is 2024, so you might be thinking, oh, come on, Jase, that was like 2 years ago now, nearly 2 years ago. But the same strategies that I used then, I'm teaching my students now, and they're making sales in this market today, 2026. Ryan's making about $1,000 per book. Debbie, she's made about $4,000 over a couple of months. I think she's at least $1,000 a month. Genevieve nearly hit $6,000 in June, okay, with nearly $2,000 profit. Okay, they're all doing self-publishing the right way round. Okay, like I said, if you're struggling to sell your books, the chances are you're doing it backwards. But the good news is very, very, very simple to fix once you know how, and I'm going to show you how in this video right now. I call it the make money model. This is what most self-publishers are doing. They're doing it this way around. I'm going to do it in red because this is wrong. All right. First thing is niche. They find a niche, they create a cover, they spend all this time in the middle creating the book pages, the book interior. Then they publish, then they do ads. This is backwards. Let me just write this, interior. Okay. Now, the chances are, and I've done this before, that when you decide to write a book, create a book, whatever book it is, you spend a lot of time in the interior, right? Which makes logical sense. But I want you to think a little bit illogical because we're going to be talking now about how to actually make money from self-publishing, especially if you've got limited time. Because if you're thinking about you as a person, limited time, it doesn't make logical sense to focus on the bits on self-publishing and KDP that don't make money. Right? And I can tell you now, this big chunk of thing in the middle, the interior pages, has the least pull on how much money you make from self-publishing. Because most people, most your customers, won't even see the interior. They won't even understand the interior. And most of the people that you want to attract for buyers, they don't even care about the interior, right? And I guarantee you that you watching this, if you've created a book, I guarantee you there's a high chance that your book, your pages are better than my pages. And I've sold 10,000 books in 1 month, but I was very good at working on the bits that sell books. And so are my students. By the way, if you want our whole program on how we do this, link below. This is what we need to do. This is how you need to fix this. Very, very simple. We switch this the other way round. So now, actually, one second. Let me get rid of, actually no, let's just carry on with this. All right, so now this bit here, this chunk of time here, I'm just going to color it in so you can see it better. That big chunk of time and energy and effort, I want you to focus just on the niche. Now, why is this so important? Because when you get the niche right, the customer right, you're pretty much 50% towards a sell. Imagine this. Imagine that there's senior men, 65 years old, are looking for a specific book on Amazon. Right? Senior men, 65 years old. But there's only 2 books on Amazon. Okay? But there's 100,000 senior men, which is totally possible, by the way, with Amazon.com, looking for this one book. And there's only 2 of them. Will those 2 books be selling really well? Of course they will. If you put your book there, the 3rd book, will your 3rd book sell really well? Of course it will. So what have you done there? All you've done is determine where there's money, where there's people looking for books, and you've put your book there. Sounds very, very simple. Most self-publishers don't do this. They're creating a book first, focusing on a book, and then thinking of a customer to sell it to. Do it the other way around. That's why the niche is so important. See that big chunk of green there? spend a lot of time just scrolling Amazon, looking for customers that are buying books, understanding who that customer is, understanding why they're buying books, understanding why they're buying a book at a good price, and then all this understanding goes into your book. And the next thing, which is another big chunk of green, is the title. Just the title, not the cover. Title, cover, two separate things. The title sells the book, the cover attracts buyers, stops the scroll. Title sells. That's why you have books with no cover design, literally words on the title, words on the cover, making freaking thousands of dollars, some of them thousands of dollars a day, right? Because the title sells. Think of it like a giftable card, where you buy a card for a specific person because the words that it has on the card is very, very funny. No one really cares about the inside of the card, unless it's got money. But if it's a funny front of a card, people will stick that on their fridge. They keep it a lot longer. If it's boring on the front, says boring inside, you look at it, thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, thanks for the well wishes. 2 days later, it's in the bin, right? If it's got a good, funny front cover to that birthday card or card, it's got some meaning to me, that will end up on my fridge for a while. Sometimes I've kept cards for years because of what it says on the front, because that person was buying it for me. It means something to me. Same thing for your book. People are buying your book because it means something to them. It means something as a gift because of that title. So get that title right. Spend a lot of time thinking about the title. Now, I used to think that I used to have a lot more time for the cover design. Now, AI just smashes it out. You can literally make professional looking covers in literally freaking seconds. It's crazy. Crazy. So use AI to your advantage. If you're one of those guys that are a bit like not sure about using AI, you're wondering if customers will care if it's AI, well, you got a point, because I think some book covers look too AI. But you can make covers to not look like AI, but they're produced still by AI. So do that, if that makes sense. You see a lot of them now, they're just packed full of stuff on the cover. Maybe customers will start getting annoyed by that, but you can always tell ChatGPT or whatever you use to do your AI cover, make it look a lot more like this, just show an example, and it will do it, okay? But use AI. You need it for your workflow, which I'll talk about in a minute. Right, now, the smallest part of the book, surprise, surprise, if we're doing it backwards, or we're doing it the right way around, most people doing backwards, is the book interior. Just get it done, just get out of the way. Now, you might be thinking, but Jase, isn't that the most important part? Yes and no. It's the most important part if you want to become a best-selling author and build a brand and, you know, next J.K. Rowling or whatever, you've got something to legit you really want to share. But if you're a busy professional and you want to make self-publishing your second income, you just want to make money, that's too risky. You just want to focus on the bits I'm telling you about because you've got a high chance of making sales. And a lot of the time, you don't need a great interior. You just need to get it done so you can get that book published and tested. That's more important. And I'll come back to that in a minute with the workflow stuff that we'll talk about. Right, so interior out of the way. We'll just get it out of the way. Now, I'm going to put a massive thing here on publish. Because most self-publishers get this wrong. They think they could produce a book, they publish it, that's their job done. Wrong. Don't just bank on one book. The reason my students are making money consistently is because they have a very good workflow. Think about it like this. You've got a full-time job, right? You could produce one book, but the chances are it's not going to sell until you're good enough to sell the books, right? So what do? You've got to produce more books. But if you've got a full-time job, you've got a busy life, you've got a job, family, okay? You need something that fits into your life, something sustainable that you can keep going. There's little point getting excited, doing 20 hours in a week, banging out 5 books, none of them sell, then the next week you do 2 books, and then you give up the third week. I'd much rather you do 5 hours that you can easily input into your life, but keep that 5 hours going every single week. The workflow counts, because with workflow, you start learning about stuff that you wouldn't know until you're publishing. Then you can start improving from a position of action than just theory, just trying to get the book right before you publish, Just keep publishing and get the book right as you go along. That's the system my guys are using. That's why it works in this market and any market. All right, link below to my course if you want to grab it. All right, so publishing is a big deal. You're gonna do more. You got to do more than one book, guys. Okay, and then the last one, also a big deal, is ads. Now again, most people get this wrong. You don't make profit from your ads. Right? You make sales from your ads. You want to send your book out there into the Amazon world, get as many sales as possible so the book starts ranking and then starts building up organic sales, and that's where you make the most money. But before that, you're using ads to test your book. Imagine we go back to that example of that 65-year-old man, senior man, okay? That's your customer. You know this because you spend a lot of time on your niches. You know exactly who your customer is, right? And you've built your book. That's your customer. You've built your book according to this customer. Everything about your book is for this customer. The last thing you want to do is just publish it with no ads or with crappy ads. All right? What you want to do is have very, very, very relevant keywords, relevant ASINs, so that book is only being shown as much as possible to that 65-year-old senior. So if 20 of those guys see your book, none of them buy, you know something's wrong with your book, you can bring it back and make some changes. If you show it to that customer and like 3 or 4 of them buy, congratulations, now your book, which is specifically for this customer, is being shown to this specific customer and it's making sales. Now you can scale it. Okay, hope that makes sense. Thanks for watching. Like I said, my whole program's below. I'll go into all of this in more detail. Give me a little like and subscribe if this was any value to you, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.